I'm Jeff Cornwall, and this is the Entrepreneurial Mind. Today my guest is Vic Gatto with Solidus. He's here to talk about two exciting projects, one that's about to happen on Thursday, and one that's a new project that's going to be unfolding over the next several months. We'll be back to talk with Vic after this message from our sponsor.
If you want to feel the wind blowing through your hair and see the great city of Nashville at the same time, check out Nashville Scooter Tours. Trekking through the downtown streets to Music Row with Nashville Scooter Tours is safe, eco-friendly, and a whole lot of fun. They use Xenon electric scooters that go 55 miles on a single charge. Find out more by calling 615-290-5563 or book your reservation today at NashvilleScooterTours.com.
Welcome back to the Entrepreneurial Mind. So Vic, Thursday's a big day. We've heard about Jumpstart Foundry the last time we got together and talked, and I've certainly been paying attention to all the companies in there. Can you kind of give me an update on how the companies have been doing and how they're getting ready for the demo day on Thursday?
Yeah, well, so the Thursday is our demo day. It's the culmination of 3 months of really intense work. And I'm proud of where they are now. I always want to see them reach further. And so we were making adjustments even this morning on trying to make little changes and get that one little edge for Thursday. But it's a really strong class this year. We have 8 graduates that are building incredible companies. Several, probably half have revenue now, products out, customers paying revenue.
Half have revenue already.
And we're talking about 3 months of activity.
And that's never happened with a group before.
We've never had half. We've always had 1 or 2 that have
Right.
had some success, but it's a really exciting group this year.
Wow. What makes this group different? What's happened this time, do you think?
I think it's a combination of things. I think that each year the Jumpstart kind of management team has learned from the prior years, and we change the curriculum, we add to some things, we take away some things that didn't work last year.
Right.
And then simultaneously we're getting stronger applicants. Like, so we had several applicants this year that only wanted to come to the Jumpstart program, in addition to sort of a sea of other applicants. So we're able to be more selective and bring in more talented people. And then we have 108 really strong mentors this year, which is, we probably had 68 last year.
Right.
And so we're able to sort of upgrade and deepen the strength of the mentors and what they can help with, how many doors they can open.
Has the mentoring process changed? Because I know early on it was rather intensive, a small group around the company. Has that evolved over time?
I think with this bigger size, we're able to have mentors engage at all different levels. So that, like, when you were there the first year there were 20 mentors, right? And we still had 10 teams. And so it's kind of all hands on deck. Everyone had to give up their summer and kind of hang out helping these teams.
Right.
And now we certainly have 20 or 30 mentors they're down there 10, 20 hours a week. It's almost it's a 50% sort of job.
Right.
For free, helping these teams grow. But then there's another group of probably 70 mentors that are helping one team 5 hours a week, and they come in for a meeting here and there, and they do kind of a phone call or an email string and help sort of as needed over time.
And how's the investor response this time? We have a good response for Thursday in terms of having people in the audience with checkbooks.
So we moved to a new location to accommodate all the attendees from last year. So last year we were capped off at 450.
Right.
So this year we moved to a new location that can hold 600. And we'll have about 300 investors in the audience. And then we sold out the spots. And so we actually just opened up a streaming HD video link for people kind of around the country. We have some folks in New York and California, a group down in Atlanta that wants to come but can't get here in time, so they'll be logging in.
300 investors.
300 investors, yeah.
I don't think we've ever had 300 investors in one room in Nashville before, have we?
I don't think so. I think it's probably a record.
That says a lot for this program, and it also says a lot towards reaching your goal of creating a hub for innovation in the Southeast too.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting to see the city sort of grow up and there's signs everywhere about that. I mean, Jumpstart is really strong, and we're getting investors coming in town from all over the country to create 300. There's plenty of local investors, but a lot driving in or flying in for the event. But there's other programs now too that are popping up that I think just show how robust the economy is here, how robust the entrepreneurial ecosystem is here.
I'm hearing about a new co-working space. It seems like every other week,
Yeah,
and they all seem to be drawing in a lot of technology entrepreneurs and people like you, bringing in people from other areas to come to Nashville.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a while ago that I think we talked about it before. It used to be that people came here for the music business, but they didn't really move here to start a company.
Right.
And now there's dozens of people every year moving to Nashville because it's the best place to start your company.
Has a software school helped play into some of that as well in terms of building a pool of talent?
Yeah, I think the software school, and I think Hack Nashville and a bunch of
Right.
other sort of programs have spun up to support different niches of the community. So it's really important to bring people that don't know technology and teach them to be developers, because that's really always going to be an incredible need for our city and our community. But then the hacking community, they're already really good at developing, and they find it fun to see engineering challenges and solve them. And I think that's great for the creativity and finding new ideas.
Right. So what are we going to see on Thursday? What do you anticipate is going to be the day? What's it going to be like?
Well, we start at 2 o'clock. There's going to be sort of 4 teams showing their company, sort of their pitch, and it's introduced by their mentor, sort of talking about why they decided to mentor this company. And then they get 12 minutes to talk about what they've built. And so we have 4, then we have a little break. We'll have one of our alums come in, a company called Wanna Do,
Right.
that was in 2 years ago. They have a new product out that's really exciting. Then we'll have our second 4. And what I'm interested is that there's probably 6 or 7 that could be the most exciting one, most dominant one. And they're all trying to be that one that all the investors, so we have like an after party where all the VIPs come and sort of mingle with the startups.
Right.
And they're all trying to be that hot team that everyone's trying to see right away. And all 8 of them think they're going to be that team, and it's exciting to see it kind of play out.
And from your perspective, any number of them could be that team. at
Yeah,
this
I mean,
point.
I love all my kids, but I think there's probably 5 or 6 that have a legitimate chance at really being the hot one.
What an amazing development in this program over just 3 or 4 short years. It's
Yeah.
just it's grown up in a hurry.
I mean, the
And-
first year we were trying to find applicants, and now we
were,
don't have that
and
problem
there,
at all.
there were some scary nights in terms of some of the applicants that we had those early
Yeah.
times.
That's right.
And now you had 200 people this year.
Yeah, we have incredible results. And I was in Vancouver last week. Jumpstart's part of a group of accelerators trying to figure out what's the best way to run this model internationally. So there were 40 accelerators out in Vancouver from the US, from Canada, from Asia, from Europe, Mideast, talking about this model and how we can get better, sort of learn from each other. And it's exciting.
I was just in an accelerator down in Argentina. I was down there with some students, and we visited one down there. And in talking to them, in Eastern Europe and South America, it seems to be more corporate driven. You've got the big telephone companies and so forth, but here it's much more grassroots. I mean, here it's, at least the ones I've seen in the US, it's much more grassroots and broader, which I think is more sustainable in terms of developing new companies.
Yeah, maybe it's more sustainable. I think it's more just a risk tolerance or sort of where the culture is.
Right.
In America, it's very accepted to go off and sort of find your fortune, make a big impact, change an industry, and make lots of profits. And if you fail, that's sort of part of the process of being successful. Where I think in other cultures, it's less so. There's more of a negative stigma against doing a startup. And so in order for it to be acceptable, you need to be sort of in the framework of the big telecom company or in some government-backed thing.
Right. Very good. Well, I'm excited to see what happens on Thursday, and the after party. You're right. That's the most entertaining part of the day for me,
Yeah.
to watch what happens with the investors
Yeah,
afterwards. So.
and we're sold out, but can I give a quick plug for the streaming?
Please.
So it's a website, www.jsf2013, and anyone, it's free of charge, that can watch the stream. Should be great content.
JSF 2013.
Yes.
And it'll be streaming from 2 o'clock until the end of the pitches, probably what, around 6?
Yeah, probably 5:30.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. All right, well,
That-
thanks, Vic, and don't go. When we come back, we're going to talk about the latest program that's spinning off out of Jumpstart Foundry.